What's up YouTube? This is Buckshot33, aka Boston Chris, and I'm back with a brand new video. So, took a little bit of a break last week just because the fact is, last week was pretty hectic for me. I didn't have a lot of time. I had meant to do my haul video from last week and put it up over the weekend, but again, time constraints kind of took away from me being able to go ahead and put that up. So I decided to do a combined haul. Being that this is a light week and I didn't have a lot going on, I went ahead and just figured combine both together. So this is going to be basically last week and this week's haul together. So some books you may have seen from last week, some books you may not have, but here we go. Let's get right into it. So first book we have is Batman number 27. This is a pretty cool story. So it's called The War of Jokes and Riddles. This is part 2. Definitely looking to... Actually, no, let's see. Not part 2. This is the interlude, it says. So basically, something's going down with the Joker and the Riddler. Not quite sure what's going on. But, definitely need to, check it out and read it. Part of the problem with... I guess trying to catch back up with everything is that while my daughter was in the hospital, I didn't really read any books. I read some here and there, but the thing, the overarching thing was, her health and everything like that. So I did pick up books. I have plenty of them. I just got to get back into reading them and catch back up. But moving on, next we have Secret Empire number 6. Definitely behind in this. I don't know exactly what's going on, so I'm looking forward to, cracking into that and, just kind of getting through that story a little bit. Not quite sure how you guys feel about it, whether it's good, bad, in between. First issue I read was pretty good, and then I read some of the second, but I didn't get too far into it just because of everything that was going on with my kid. But that's no problem. Next we have Green Lanterns number 27. Such a fun series, really, really awesome, book. Great title, you have great characters within this. I like this cover a lot. Like, you see that they're both in some trouble. Don't know exactly where they are, but, Simon Baz, he lost his helmet. His shirt's all ripped and messed up, and Jesse Cruz has some problems with trying to keep him from falling off into, looks like some lava and stuff. So, definitely intrigued on what's going to happen in this book. Next, we have... really fun book that I enjoy a lot, and I've enjoyed it since it came out. That is I Hate Fairyland. Really, really fun book. I love the way that Gertrude is. The character, like she's just loves causing mayhem, loves causing trouble, and she's really just one of the funnier characters that you'll come across. You have really good story and then some really cool art by Skottie Young. I like his style. We all know him from all the variants that he does, all the baby variants and everything like that. It's not a full departure from that, but it is cool to see like a full out drawn book by him and just to see different characters that he creates and everything like that. Pretty fun book. Along with that, I went ahead and I picked up the variant that came with it. Usually they have a swear variant, and they had that, but I decided not to go with it. I wanted to get this one, so it says Images of Tomorrow. And so what Skottie Young thinks is going to happen to him later on is that he'll be drawing baby covers for new story ideas. So apparently, I don't know if he's, I'm sure it's just a joke, but I don't know if maybe he wants to... if he's kind of goofing on himself, saying that, like, oh, in, 10 years I'm not going to be able to get by with these covers. I'm going to have to, figure something else out, I'd like to see him draw a hero book that had, like, not just, like, the what he calls baby, covers, or just, like, little kid covers, stuff like that. I'd like to see him draw, like, a full-out book, of, like, imagine if he did an X-Men issue. That would be kind of fun. Obviously, I don't think he'd draw them big and bulky, but I think his interpretation of them would be kind of cool to see. But I don't know. We'll have to check it out. Like, I guess if I could have him draw a couple of series, I would love to see what he would do with like the Green Lantern. I'd love to see what he could do with Batman. I think that would be really fun. And I think that something like X-Men would be fun for him to do. Maybe even Guardians. you guys let me know. What do you guys think? If Skottie Young could draw any book, if you could have him draw any kind of book in his style, you know, for let's say like a 6-issue run, you know, what would it be? You know, what character would you like to see him kind of tackle in his style, and you know, just make a full-out comic with? Let me know in the comments. That's kind of like the question of the day. You know, I feel it's kind of a unique one because, you know, Skottie Young, we all know he does all those variant covers, but no one really asked, like, you know, what would you like to see him do? So, you know, let me know about that one in the comments. Moving on, we have Curse Words. This is only issue number 6. I feel like this book has been around longer than 6 issues, but apparently not. I like the cover. The cover is pretty cool, so I picked it up. Been reading this for a while. It's a pretty fun story. You know, I like how he's really just kind of a the main character is kind of a jerk, and he just kind of, you know, he's all about himself. He's trying to get, you know, basically achieve his own goals and his own means, and he doesn't mind screwing other people over to get there, so that's kind of cool. But next up, we have another indie. This is Shaolin Cowboy number 4. Yeah, I was really, like, you know, every time I see a cover for this, it's something new and crazy. Like, you have the dogs with the knives. I read the first 2, and they were really good. They're actually different. It makes me a little bit upset that I didn't jump on when the first volume came out, because it looked like a pretty fun book. So I may go back and get those at some point, but definitely a different type of comic, really fun comic. So if you're looking for something other than heroes, or just a different take on some heroes, pick this up. It's pretty fun stuff. If you don't want to get it all in single issues, just wait for the trade, and you'll have some fun with that. Let's see. So that takes care of last week's haul as far as you know, new books are concerned. I did pick up a couple back issues, but I'll get into those a little after. Next, we have the books from this week, and this week was a light week for me. So we have Secret Empire number 7. You know, looks like Black Widow is looking to either assassinate Miles Morales or Captain America. Not quite sure, you know, where she stands or anything, because I haven't read this. So, you know, definitely kind of, you know, intrigued to see what's going to happen there. Next, we have my man, Thanos, number 9. This has been a really awesome title, really cool story. Definitely a fan, and, you know, Thanos is kind of a hot property. He's been a hot property since the Avengers movie, you know, the very first one. But now more than ever, because of the leaked trailer with Infinity War and everything, you're getting to see him in the cinematic universe, and they're touting him as like he's going to be some type of really, really just insane villain. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that. But, you know, his book is really well done, though. This is definitely a book that I would pick up and trade if you haven't been following through with it. But definitely check this out. Really cool story they have going on here. In the beginning of it, when he has to fight the entire Shia Honor God, that's a super cool fight. So, you know, definitely pick that up. And lastly, for new issues for this week, picked up Flash number 27. You know, fun story. And this is the variant cover. I didn't like the original. Like, I like this one a little bit better. It looks kind of cool. So that's pretty much what I picked up this week. I highly recommend the Flash. I think it's one of the better DC Rebirth titles. So, you know, if you're looking for something new to read, pick up some Flash. Pretty cool stuff. So last week, I went ahead and went to my local shop, and they ended up having a Facebook-only sale. And it was kind of funny when, you know, how it was explained to me, because basically it was, if you're a fan of if you are a fan of the shop, you follow them on Facebook, you know, they went ahead and they had a sale specifically for people that follow the Facebook page, you know, and it was 31% off of everything except for new issues. So that was, you know, 31%, not too bad. So I went ahead and I picked up a couple of books that I saw on the wall. I didn't want to go crazy and spend tons and tons of money, just because I don't have tons of money to spend. So I went ahead and just picked up a couple of, you know, pretty cool titles that I thought were going to be fun. So we have Marvel Team Up number 54. I like the cover because it's just like, you know, you see Spider-Man kind of like, he's been, I don't know if you can call it handcuffed. He's basically trapped, and then the Hulk's on the ground, and there's like the Hulk is dead. It's just like that title alone is gonna grab you. It's gonna make you wanna figure out what's going on, and then they're gonna go ahead and shoot Spider-Man. Apparently after that, so pretty cool looking title. And Marvel Team Up is a really fun book. So definitely one that I like to have. I mean, I don't have a ton of them, but I would like to collect some more just to kind of see what kind of crazy ideas they had back in the day, like just teaming up Spider-Man randomly with different heroes and stuff like that. It seems like it's pretty fun. Following that up, I picked up also number 55, Spider-Man and Warlock. Apparently there is there's an appearance of Thanos in this book, so definitely happy about that. Can't wait to read these and just kind of have some fun, taking on some of the titles that Marvel kind of now wouldn't do. But I think it would be fun to see them bring it back, kind of like the What If titles, Marvel Team Up. I think those are like some fun titles just because you get to see a lot of different stuff that you wouldn't normally. And then you also have Supervillain Team Up and Triple Action and all these other crazy titles that they just had all this different stuff going on. It would be nice to see Marvel kind of expand and open up their universe a little more, and to just kind of have these nice little solo one and done stories, but have it be a series of them, so where it's like you can have just I guess a bunch of different little short satisfying stories that allow you to kind of just see characters kind of outside of their element. I think that's kind of a fun way to explore the universe and explore characters and just have some fun with it. But I don't make the decisions. I hopefully, would like to see them go back to that, but we'll see what happens. Got a couple older books as well that I wanted to go ahead and show off. The first one is a Silver Age book. We have a nice Silver Age Thor, number 131. Really like this cover. It's a really, it kind of speaks to you. It jumps right out. This is some Kirby art as well, so you can't go wrong with Jack Kirby stuff. You gotta always, if you see a good deal on it, pick it up because it's really, really cool stuff. So definitely happy to have this in my collection. And then finally, the last last book that I was able to get is a Captain America number 118. This is the second appearance of Falcon, so pretty cool. Get to Kyle Walker went ahead and sent me the first appearance of Falcon, which again, thank you, Kyle. That was really, really awesome. And so now I have the second appearance to kind of continue on that storyline. So really cool. I like the cover a lot. You see him just laying out this guy. Definitely pretty cool. And this is the Falcon fights. So it kind of builds up the Falcon, makes him look pretty cool, and just makes you want to know what's going on in the book. So with that, that's been my combined haul for last week and this week. Had a little bit of some new issues, some back issues. So definitely cool stuff right there. I'm going to be having a couple of videos coming up soon, or I should say within the near future, that you're going to want to check out. I have a book that was on my top 10 list that I actually received in the mail today. Being that it's late, I'm not going to show it right now, but I will go ahead and make a video for that at some point this week. And then also, Boston Comic Con is coming up, and I wanted to actually show off some of the stuff I'm going to try to see if I can get signed, and just kind of go over who's going to be at the con and all the rest of the stuff, and just kind of give you guys a glimpse into what Boston Comic Con is going to be like. It is on the 11th, 12th, and 13th of August, so that is roughly, 2.5 weeks away? Can't wait. But, that, and then, so I'll be trying to take some video from there, just to kind of show some things, putting it up, and everything like that, and I'll definitely be doing a haul for what I get from there, what I get signed, and all that type of stuff. So, the next couple weeks is going to be pretty exciting, so hopefully you guys stay tuned, hopefully you like what you see, but with that, I am going to get going. So again, go ahead and let me know who you think you'd like to see Skottie Young draw. If he could draw any comic, any character, any book, who would you like to see him do a miniseries? Which hero? to do a miniseries of for, let's say, 6 issues, drawn in his kind of style. And then, let me know in the comments. With that, I'm going to get going. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, this has been Buckshot33, aka Boston Chris. I'm out. Everybody have a great week, and hopefully have a good weekend. I will talk to you guys later.